Yes, we got something live and another good snake. Just after I filmed that video, I just got a second of Opus. Man, we are cooking. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Rupert's Reptiles video. My hair is blowing in my face, it's kind of windy. Anyway, we have now moved on from Sumatra and we are in Chiang Mai and we are going to be here for at least September. We're going to be spending, in fact, most of the autumn in Northern Thailand this year, which is going to be absolutely fantastic because this is the best place to be at this time of year. Truly, it is just so unbelievably nice. There's so much snake activity. There's nowhere else I'd really want to be in the September to November time of year than here in Northern Thailand. I'm mostly just going to be chilling out, having a little holiday, working on my computer, so forth. But I am going to try and get out as much as possible and just try and rack up the species. I have some targets, some species that have subspecies that have evaded me for a long time here that I really want to check off over the next couple months, as well as just wanting to see as many species as we possibly can and just tick off those numbers for Chiang Mai and Northern Thailand. This is my first session. I've been here for a few days. I just got myself a motorbike and I'm going to head up into the mountains for like maybe 4 hours, so like a late afternoon and then very early evening session before I come back to town for dinner. Without more rambling, I'm going to go get some fuel on the bike and I'm going to head up to the mountain. Let's go. Oh, here we are. We've made it to the top. And we are going to use my brand new and pretty nice bike, actually, to do a few hours of cruising. It's 4 p.m. just now, and I'm going to stay out until about 8:30, and then we'll drive back to town at night. Going to commit to the road cruising grind, trust the process, as I say, because I've got a few key targets up here. Now, my main two attainable, let's make that very clear, attainable targets for this particular area just by town is the red mountain or red bamboo rat snake, Oreocryptophis porphyraceus SSP porphyraceus. It's the only subspecies in Thailand that I haven't seen. I really want to check that one off this fall. And also I want to see the Yunnan keelback, Trimeridiotes winanensis. It's another one that I've only seen a juvenile of in the past, and I would love to get an adult. Those two are relatively often encountered up here. They're obviously both rare species, but they're seen here every now and again, which that would be absolutely fantastic. But of course, I love herping in Northern Thailand, probably more than like anywhere else. And we're just going to enjoy it. And anything we find is a bonus. We're just going to keep ticking those species off. And you never know, we could get something truly ridiculous like Dopasia or something like that. They have been recorded here. So that's the Highland stuff we're gunning for tonight and in future Highland videos. So let's get right to it. Let's start cruising. Hopefully we can get something in the daytime. It's always very challenging, but we got a couple hours or so up here now. Just gonna take it easy, lock in and see if we can spot something on the road. Sadly, our first sign of life is this actually still twitching Goniosoma ceruleum, which showed up almost 6 p.m. it is now. So I was cruising for a while, didn't see anything but old DORs. And one of the cars must have just hit this guy here. But it's a good sign that stuff is moving at least. I'm going to keep going. Yes, we got something. It's Sibanophis as well. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go, man. Let's go. Oh, I dropped my glasses. That sunset cruising window has turned up something good. Let's go. Well, there you have it, gang. The first snake of Northern Thailand 2025 is a good one. Man, I didn't even see this species last year, despite all the time I spent in Northern Thailand. So that's why I was so excited when I saw that this was it. It's got a fully intact tail as well, and lovely kind of maroon color at mid-body transitioning to brown. This is the collared blackheaded snake is the common name. And he's super chill, actually. I couldn't really remember if these guys bite or not. Not that I cared, but no biting at all from this guy. And we have officially run it up. We've got something very decent here. You love to see it. These guys are primarily like small reptile eaters, like skinks and stuff. They crawl around in these montane forests here. Usually elevations of let's say upper mid hills to sub-montane limits, and I definitely haven't seen many of these in my time, so I'm super stoked to get this. This is actually one of the first ones I've ever road cruised myself. I found the one in Peninsula Malaysia. I've seen a few before, but they were usually road cruised by my friends while we were all doing crisscross passes. But this one, you guys saw it on the road in situ, and we got it in hand here. What a fantastic start. Let's keep moving. Oh, what a great start, guys. That's what we want to see. I mean, even on a good day like this, good conditions, you're never guaranteed to see a snake in the daytime. So One, especially a good one, huge W. And with the way the conditions look, man, honestly, I'd say Oreo is on the cards for the little bit of evening herping I'm gonna do. It's getting dark real soon. I'm telling you, man, Oreo is on the cards. Well, that's a new one. I just got smacked by a freaking bat while I'm cruising. And it wasn't even like one that was flying on the road. It somehow like just dropped out of a tree and landed perfectly at my lap. Hey, buddy, what you doing? Oh, perfect, he flew off. I was like, God, I gotta find like a stick to remove him or something. He literally just like dropped down directly onto my lap while I was slowly cruising on the bike. What a goofball. I forgot that we're moon maxing tonight. But to be fair, I don't think Oreo Cryptophis give a crap about the moon. So they're still on. Next road cruise find. Things aren't really going as fast as I would have hoped, but just got this horned frog of dubious identification crossing the path. It's not the typical Megophorus major we see up here. Could be an interesting one potentially. Yes, something live and another good snake, man. Let's go, Plagiophilus. Hell yeah. Oh, come on, man. Let's run it up, bro. Let's run it up. We got the little, we call it the worm-eating false cobra. Another non-biting snake as well. You love to see it. Oh, nice, man. Really good color on this one. I just turned around as well. He must have been like creeping around on this side of the road earlier, and another bike just went past seconds before as well, which must have also narrowly missed this fella, but we are cooking. Come on, man. Smash a like on the video if you're happy to be back in Northern Thailand. I don't know about you guys, but personally, I love the like road cruising meta. I love the vibes, the cool weather, and I love these montane snakes as well. Sick. These guys have the potential to spread a hood like the other Pseudoxenodon species, but this one doesn't seem to be inclined, probably because it can't really see anything to spread the hood at, but you can see like a little widening of the neck going on. It's a very pale coloured one, this one, and it's also an adult. They're not a particularly big snake. They do get bigger than this, but this is definitely an adult. You can kind of tell by the eye size. Very twitchy, this guy as well, but definitely a nice snake. Really cool, like speckling throughout the body. I want to keep moving, man. Let's try and get one more snake before we dip out of here. Maybe that Oreo Cryptophis is next on the cards, huh? That is pretty funny. I just parked my bike on the side of the road to communicate with my girlfriend about dinner. And look who's like chilling out on the edge there. A green bean. I was expecting one of these guys to show up at some point. I wasn't going to look for them tonight. Definitely wasn't planning on doing any hiking. But every now and again they cross the road. It's a female Trimerosaurus Lanna. Nice blood red eye here. Just chilling on these roots on the edge of the road, making it species number 3 for this little session. And our first common species. Very common indeed. Man, we are cooking tonight. Oh, he's moving and I'm on a slope where I can't park my bike. Crud. All right, I found a way to wedge my bike in there. We can get hands on with this really beautiful Lichen fasciatus here. Yeah, that is a good one. Damn, super orange banding on this one. Species number 4, that is. Oh, look at that beauty. He's going to start biting me in a moment, but that is a nice CF fasciatus here. I love these guys. They've got these little like jigsaw bands. I mean, they kind of look like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle, especially towards the tail. And they can be kind of like whitish, the bands a lot of the time, or like yellowish. But this like orangey ones, really, really nice actually. And good sign. This is only seconds after I filmed that last clip with the Lanna, by the way. That was just around the corner. And there we go. The biting has officially begun. It has begun, it has started, and I'm afraid to tell you guys, it's not going to stop. And I'm trying to milk as much as I can from a very, very limited amount of time tonight. Because I've got to be back around 9, and it's almost 8 already. And I can hear thunder rumbling. So fantastic conditions for snakes, not so great for me. And time-wise, I need to keep things moving. It doesn't seem to be getting like too close to me, but I would definitely prefer not to be caught in that. So yeah, I'm probably going to wrap things up somewhat soon, as I can kind of hear the thunder in the distance. Just made one last stop on the way back to the room at this little like waterfall area, just to see if there's any keelbacks bobbing around. But that's going to be it for tonight. But damn, that was good. Just Literally 2 hours pre-dark cruising, 1 hour after dark searching. It's one of the best nights I've had here at Deschauensee actually. And I'm sure we're gonna have many more. I'm gonna be back out as soon as possible. Oh, Mai is looking good today. All right, we just made it to the highlands. It's already started raining. Somehow like a cloud has come over while I'm up here. You can kind of see it dropping by. So maybe the 4 snakes in the one like sunset twilight cruising window is a bit unrealistic tonight. I mean, I know 3 after dark in like 1 hour isn't crazy for Northern Thailand, but you know, Chiang Mai doesn't really bang like Nan does, generally speaking. It's just not as popping up here. So I was very, very happy with last night. Actually, it was kind of what I was hoping for / expecting given the weather. Tonight, I wouldn't be expecting anything as crazy as that, but it is looking, the rain's very light. There's no thick fog. That's a huge bonus because that'll just wrap things up. You also got to remember, guys, that up here, the temps are pretty similar to like a temperate country in the spring, you know, so if it starts getting really rainy, foggy, cold, stuff is just not going to be active because it's actually quite cold in a temperate country. Many snakes wouldn't be active at the temps up here at night. But nevertheless, I'm hoping we can turn something up and I'm going to get started right now. All right, here's our first road cruise find. It's absolutely freaking beautiful. Certodactylus satep, the Deschauensee bent-toed gecko. It's endemic to this little mountain area here. And I don't know if my light is really doing it justice, just how beautiful and yellow this one is. It's an absolute corker with a full tail. All right, let's keep moving. It is an orange snake in some capacity, but not really the one we're after, unfortunately. This is Parius geminatus, twin-spotted slug snake. A very plain one, very, very limited patterning on this guy here. Let me see if I can get him in a better position. I'm sniffing a lot because it is a lot colder up here than last night, and the snake activity reflects it. But this species will be active in any weather conditions. I'm telling you, man, they will be active any temperature. I found these at the top of like a mountain in like really, it must have been like less than 14 degrees still. Loads of these guys active, moving around. Very like yellowish colored one. They can be a lot more reddish and relatively common up here. I went up here once and I saw like 20 of these in one night. And I think I saw almost like 40 snakes total that day. I don't know if you can run up those kind of numbers anymore in 2025, given like the weather we've had for the past few years. But yeah, that's just a demonstrator. They are one of the more common snakes up here in the highlands. All right, got another slug snake here. Look at him go. Very, very nice slug snake. These I think they've actually, I actually don't know. I think the taxonomy of these has changed and it's Parius yenanensis now. I know that definitely applies to the ones in northeastern Thailand. Here in the northwest, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not going to touch this guy. He's making his way off the road as it is. All right, we got another snake here. What is it? Oh, it's a miniature Parius macularius. So the other slug snake in the mountain areas has showed up. Look at him. It's a miniature one. Don't usually see them this tiny. Little mac here. Good that something else is moving. It was super quiet at the beginning of the night, actually, but just on this like 4th pass or whatever, the 2 slug snakes have shown up. This guy's also cruising off the road and there's like no traffic, so I'm going to shoo him along his way. Keep moving. Look at him. He's so tiny though. Oh, nice. We just stopped the bike to have a little look around the edge of the road. Literally this second we parked, we got a keelback on the edge here, which is the first good snake of the night. Before that, it was just sluggers. And here we've got a little keelback. Get this guy in hand here. Yeah, definitely Carciensis. You can see with that venter, which is like white with the black edges. Very keelback. My first time seeing one at this mountain, actually. I've herped here not too many times. But obviously now that I'm staying very nearby and will be for the next couple months or so, hopefully we can turn up a lot. But these Hebius are not my favorite group of snakes, but they're definitely a lot less common than the sluggers and green beans. So they're always a nice addition to a night of herping. That's a good sign that this guy's out here. Nice little keelback. I'm going to grab some pictures of him. First one from this area. Just a bit next to that keelback. There's a green bean hanging out in the bushes here. Just moving around in there, actually. All right, we did a quick walk Saw those 2 snakes, which is not bad at all. I got 4 species. Ooh, we got 4 species tonight. Now we're just gonna end this early evening herping session with one more pass of the road. And if we don't turn up anything more tonight, I'll catch you guys out here probably in a couple days time. Here's the first green bean we've cruised. There's a Chiang Lanna female there, just making its way across the road right next to this little cafe thing on the left hand side. So yeah, we did pick up another snake on our pass. This guy's not particularly keen to get off the road. It looks nice though. I couldn't relocate this slug snake after we cruised it. Yeah, there's a second snake. So I didn't want it to musk me, that's why I got it out of my hand quickly. It's the second snake to appear on our little drive down, despite the crazy fog. I wasn't expecting to get anything out on this, but here it is. All right, looks like we're leaving at the right time because we've just been hit with a fat load of this. Just fog for days. I've had to turn off my headlamp because I can't see with my headlamp on because it just reflects off the fog. Completely blinded. So that's probably it for snakes tonight, I think, guys. Never mind, guys. The fun is not over. We got a bridal snake on the way back. We got this little Davidson's bridal snake. I saw a DOR one of these on this exact section of road not that long ago at all, on the first night we came up here. And this time I got a live one, just crossing in the absolute full moon here. Very nice. I haven't seen this species in a while because obviously I haven't herped really like northern areas since like May last year, or sorry, actually October, but this species doesn't really occur in Nan. At least we don't see it there often. But here it is in the flesh. They seem to make this species really nice up here. Both the DOR one and this live one I saw, which I almost ran over, like I didn't see it until so late. Just missed it. It must have been like unbelievably close. Anyway, both of them have this really nice yellowish coloration here. Not too bland, actually. Nice snake. All right, found myself at a familiar location today, but trust me, this time it's not my fault. It's this guy. Marcus has rolled up to Chiang Mai, which means the little like half-assed herping sessions I've been doing are over, and we are going to get started. I can't emphasize the difference that 2 sets of eyes makes in these highland areas. We're going to be out here grinding, man. Trust me, we're getting up there right now. I was going to do some more flipping today, but the weather is just perfect. It's another hot sunny day after all rain yesterday. It's looking good. Let's get going. Oh, look at that weather, man. This is actually the least clouds there's been at the top of the mountain the whole time I've been here. It is shaping up perfectly. We're going to get up there and we are going to find some snakes, hopefully in the daytime. All right, here we go, y'all. I'm about to put my cruising goggles on as we're getting to that time where the bugs start flying, and Marcus and I are going to do some crisscross passes up here, gunning for that Oreocryptophis. Man, the weather looks so good tonight. Can we get it in the first video? If not, I hope we end with a seriously fun night. Let's go. Sorry, some boss came and like disrupted me at the end there. If I looked distracted, it was just like staring at me funny. Unfortunately, some major foggage has come in before dark, which has definitely decreased the chances of this night turning up something great or a high number of species, but we're going to run it up regardless. It's almost at that time where you expect snakes to start showing up at the road. Let's see what's first, man. Let's see what's first. Well, guys, I did not expect this tonight. Shit. Trapped up here in the pouring rain. Oh, man. Well, we're up here already, so might as well keep searching. All right, there's the first snake of the cruise, for me at least. Haven't bumped into Marcus yet, but stuff is obviously moving. Typical rain suspect. Probably going to be a Parius next. All right, something good showed up. Marcus just pulled out this Deschauensee, which he just road cruised on the edge of the road. And it's definitely a species that I'm quite happy to see. I've only ever seen this one, I think, like 2 times ever before. Maybe only once I showed it on the channel. I don't think I ever like showed it on the channel before. So we've done like keelbacks back-to-back nights up here now. 2 different species of Hebius. This is the one I'm definitely more happy to see here because I've never seen this one in like this mountain. And I knew it was here. Seen some records of it in the past, but it's generally rarer than Carsiensis. Carsiensis is like a forest roaming species which often cross roads. This one's quite a surprise to see crossing the road because they usually are restricted more to highland streams, a lot more like aquatic than Carsiensis. And you can tell immediately the difference. They got like this orange venter with the black spots, which is a very distinguishing feature of Cassiensis. Of Deschauensee. And considering the weather, I'm actually pretty happy that we got something that isn't a green bean and a slug snake already in this time. Hopefully we can turn up more, but you guys can hear the rain. And we're just at a point of the road where it's not raining as much. Further down the road, it's raining so heavy. But still, I'm happy that we could add yet another species for Chiang Mai into this video. And we're going to keep pressing. All right, guys, between the last update of that Deschauensee and now, it rained really freaking heavily. Like, the rain properly got us this time. We are soaked, but it was heavy, but now it's stopped. So I think we're going to keep cruising up here, and you never know, something good can show up. A Vophis may be out, guys. Oh yes, what did I literally just say seconds after I filmed that video? Okay, just after I filmed that video, I got a beautiful little Vophis here on the road. Oh, look at this northwestern form, man. I love the patterning on these guys. It's so high contrast and cool. Ah, that is so good. I saw the shape on the road. I was certain it was going to be another Mac from afar. It looked kind of like long, but no, that is a male Vophis out here and active after the rain. Just what we were hoping for. And the reason why we stayed up and got soaked. Ah, freaking fantastic. Let's check around, see if there's any more hanging around this area. No? Okay, back to the fun. Yeah, there's like a few different like forms of a Vophis monticola occurring in Thailand. And this one might be my favorite. I think it almost certainly is my favorite. When you look from top down, really cool pattern. And you guys know I'm a huge fan of terrestrial vipers. Us Southeast Asia connoisseurs, we really like these terrestrial vipers because of how much we see green beans. They have such a cool like tail as well. Just, yeah, I'm so happy to see this, man. I wonder if Marcus will see one because like when these guys are out, they are out, and clearly it's rained enough for them to be active. That is freaking perfect. What a beautiful animal, guys. Let's take one close-up look at that head before we move on here. Oh, stunning. Look at that. The white eye with the little cross through it. It's just a fantastic snake. Oh crap, sorry guys, I had to like grab my hook and move the snake out of the road because there was a car coming, but I just got a second Vophis, man. A second one, this time a much bigger individual and a freaking, yeah, very different base color. This one's got much more of like a tan base color than the last one and is much more on the move. You know, a car literally just came past before. It must have straddled this guy and like purposefully avoided him or just by pure chance avoided him because he was just sitting in the middle of the road, not moving at all, which is something snakes often do when they get shocked by like traffic going right next to them. I don't think he's been clipped, has he? His head looks a bit dodgy, but that could just be some genealogical thing going on. But yeah, when it comes to a Vophis, when it rains, it pours, literally. Like when there's pouring rain, these guys come out in numbers and suddenly this rare snake becomes a fairly active species, which if you cruise in the right areas, the right elevations, yeah, you will have a very decent chance of turning some up. This one's like arguably got an even nicer pattern than the last one. Give me a sec, guys. Okay, it's been chill for a second. Right next to these drains, which I'm hoping it doesn't go down. But we've already seen one, so it's not the end of the world. This one I would say is slightly nicer than the last one. It's got a really, really distinctive, possibly even higher contrast pattern. But the head looks a bit goofy. This one I'd still say is like another male. Big male. Very, very decent sized male, actually, for a Vophis. I think the female will be a bit thicker. But still, that is top tier, man. That is fantastic. 2 of these back to back in the first herping video in Chiang Mai. First Northern Thailand herping video. That's what you like to see. Man, we are cooking. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can find some more. This is getting ridiculous now. I just spotted this guy from off the road while I was on my bike. That's a Vophis number 3 in like the last 5 minutes. That is absolutely freaking wild. Holy crap. Just saw a DOR, like super fresh DOR, Lycodon fasciatus as well, because I'm cruising the section of road that has like a little bit more traffic, and these guys are active. Damn, this one I'm going to shoo across the road, not do too much filming with because I want to keep moving, but we're racking up numbers. This is now officially my best night for Evophas. The maximum I'd seen before in the past had just been 2. All right, just met up with Marcus, who also cruised, you would believe it, 3 Evophas. This is the only one he kept for me to see, which is actually quite cool because it's very different to the ones I got. You guys can see a lot darker in coloration with some quite like distinctive yellow stripes on the side of the head there. Otherwise, like pretty similar size. I think the second one I got is definitely the largest of the bunch. It's hard to tell. This could be a postpartum female. I'm pretty sure they lay there, or they, I don't know what their life cycle is. I just know that juveniles are usually around starting in late August into September, like this kind of time. So it's kind of hard to say. It looks a little bit like skinny towards the rear half. That's why I might say a postpartum female. But damn, like, I mean, I've seen 4, 3 myself. Marcus saw another 3, 6 Evophas plus 1 DOR, which I didn't film because it was kind of like mangled up. Is ridiculous. Like, what a way to end the first Chiang Mai video, man. That's crazy. Those of you stuck around to the end of this one, in for an absolute treat. But Marcus is already tired and I haven't eaten dinner, so we're going to run it back to town now. Oh shit, man.